Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a video, well obviously, but the video is going to be about all of the blue and blue-ish highlighters in my collection. And I just thought, getting into the season where I personally will be doing more wintry looks, I just thought that blue highlighter for winter is just so fun. And I know technically we're in fall till the end of December, but for me, winter begins when I start thinking about Christmas, which is November 1st. So it's past time. I don't have my watch on right now, so I don't know why I looked. But yes, I will be sharing all of the blue highlighters that I have. And then I have some like honorable mentions, not really the right term for it, but I have some eyeshadows that I feel like could be repurposed as highlighter. So I'm going to show those at the end. But yeah, I don't know exactly how many I have. I didn't count them, but I'm just going to, we'll see. So I'm going to start with my only cream highlighter. It's a stick. This is the light stick from Colourpop in the shade Flying High. And on the little color thing, it looks more like a purpley color. And it kind of is purpley, but it's also kind of bluey. It's like a bluey purpley shift. So I'm counting it because I did swatch it against a couple of my other like obviously blue highlighters, and it has a similar like purpliness. So there's Flying High from Colourpop. And then I have two liquid ones. The first one is the Color FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Halo, I think. Oh, can you open, please? Yeah, I got this at TJ Maxx, and I'm wondering if, I feel like these were only popular for a very short amount of time, and I'm wondering if part of that is because the packaging is super obnoxious. The dropper is like really hard to get out, so if you're not careful, it'll just like throw highlighter everywhere, and that's really annoying. Okay, and that one is next to the Colourpop one. It's more bluey, and it's also like less sparkly. That's the Color FX one down there. And then the other liquid one I have is the Makeup Obsession London Let's Glow Liquid Illuminator in Lust, which is that bottom one. And swatched out, it has more of like a aqua blue kind of situation, almost leaning towards greenish. But those are the two liquids and the cream. Okay, I have one single highlighter that is blue, and it's the Kaleidos Moon Cruiser. The packaging on these is so cool. Kaleidos does have another blue highlighter that I really want, but I don't have it, so this is it. This is my only blue one. I have a couple that are like iridescent that lean a little bit bluish, and then I have a couple purple ones that lean a little bit bluish, but I didn't want to put those in this video because I just felt like I wanted to stay as close to blue as I could. Oh, I love this so much. It's so beautiful. It's so shiny. It has almost like a purpleness to it. All these blue ones have a purpleness to it. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And then I think the rest of the ones that I have, the actual highlights, are all in palettes. So let's start with this one because I think this one is the least like blue-like. This is from the Makeup Obsession highlight palette, and it's like a duo palette. So one side is Rady Moonlight, and the other one is, was this like a collab with someone named Rady? I don't know. One is Moonlight and one is Sunlight, and it's on the Moonlight side. And it's this one, which is kind of a little bit more purpley, but you can see when I swatch it, it definitely leans a bit more purple, but it has a similar, not really to this one, but to the other ones that I swatched maybe a little bit. There's that one. And then I have one from the BH Cosmetics Aspen palette. And there's a purple one in here too, but this is the blue one and it's called Snow Angel. So there is Snow Angel there on the bottom. Also, excuse my watch imprint. But there's that. So I feel like the darker blue ones tend to lean more purple and the lighter blue ones tend to lean more green. I'm not really sure why that is. Something about blue pigments, I'm sure. I don't know. The next one is in the Anastasia Moon Child palette. And there's actually a couple in here. So there's Blue Ice, which is this one. And then there's this one that's called Purple Horseshoe, but honestly that looks more blue to me than the one that has blue in the name, which is Blue Moon. Let me wipe my hand off and I'll just swatch all three so we can see which one's the most blue. So I'm gonna put Blue Ice and then Blue Moon. And then Purple Horseshoe. Maybe it's just how they look in the pan. Honestly, like, there's not a lot of variation once you swatch them out there. The top one just has like a translucent base compared to the other two, but again, and one of the Blue Moon one is, when it's swatched out, probably because it's a little bit icy, it's leaning a little, on camera at least in the viewfinder, it looks a little bit greenish. It's definitely not green though. But those are the three from the Anastasia Moon Child palette. Next is the BH Cosmetics Backlight Highlight palette, and Queen is the blue one right there, and that's what that looks like. Next is from the Becca Barbie Fierra palette, and doesn't have a name, but it's the center one right there. Oh, it's so pretty, so sparkly. And then the last actual highlight I have is my newest one, which is from the Odens Eye Alva 2 highlight palette. And it's Undine. Just that one right there. And the Watcheroo. And that one is pretty icy looking. And I'm just going to swatch Salamander because technically it does have some blue shimmer in it. It's okay. I don't know if the camera is not doing that justice, but that is just like the most sparkly, multicolored disco ball deliciousness I've ever seen in my whole life. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. The rest that I have are all technically eyeshadows, but I feel like they could work as highlights, so I will go ahead and share those now. The first one is a liquid shadow, which is Colour Club, sorry. Colour Club Liquid Eye Color in the shade Good Vibes Only. No, it's drying out. No, did it dry out on me? Get my pinky in there. Don't be dried out. No, it's dead. It dried on me. How dare you? I wonder if I can like reconstitute it. I'm gonna have to see about that because it's beautiful when it works. And I don't think I'm gonna get it to work. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit at the top there. And on my finger. But that needs some eye drops. I think I should be able to get it working again, but it's the best I can do for now. I'm so sad. Okay. Next is the BH Cosmetics Wild and Free Baked Palette. I'm pretty sure you can't get this anymore. I got this years and years ago, but and they don't have shade names, but it's this little light blue one at the bottom. Definitely could work for a highlight. And then I have this Smoke and Mirrors Jewel Vibes palette from Five Below. And again, they don't have shade names, but it's this one right here. And these are lighter blues, so they're coming off a bit more like icy silvery. Also, quick side notes, if you've ever wondered about these palettes, these Smoke and Mirror palettes, like these ones in particular, the Jewel Vibes ones, I think they're great. I love them. The only thing is they do come with quite a few pressed glitters, but that doesn't bother me. I love glitter. But the marbled shades in here, like these ones, they are very similar to the Urban Decay Stone Vibes shades, and I think they're great. The last shade that I have to share is from the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette, and it is the shade Nova. There's this one right here. It definitely has more of a purpley feel, but it does have kind of like a blueness to it. Actually, it looks more blue on camera than it does in person. It looks a little bit more purpley in person, but it kind of shifts back and forth between clear blue and purple. Yes, so that is, I'm sure I probably have other blue eyeshadow shades that would work as highlights. Those are just the ones that I found like right away. And I think that's, you know, plenty. But those are all of the blue highlights that I own. I love colored highlights so much. Like so much. They're the best. They're so fun. The sparklier, the better. And yeah, I love them. If you guys own any of these, let me know. Let me know if you're a colorful highlight lover like me. Let me know. I would love to just talk about highlights. I'm obsessed. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I will be doing some other videos. I'll be doing all of my red makeup and all of my green makeup videos, so stay tuned for those. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified of those videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.